We shoot on the phones. We on the I know the background back there.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Where's Jay's friends? Oh, that was the intro? Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, you have my Oh, but I was trying to get in a chair at the same time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can do it again. Okay.
Keep my high fives to myself.
Okay.
High five.
Punish me.
Oh gosh. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I need a water now. All right. What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Jay Phoenix. Thank you so much for watching the Jay Phoenix Show. Y'all, my zipper is stuck to my pants. Like, this is not, I'm like, okay. That's probably bad, whatever. Anywho, welcome. As you can see, I got my girls here with me tonight. What's popping, y'all?
Hey.
Why did y'all do the same exact thing at the same time? Oh my goodness. But while we're here, we're about to talk about this crazy movie, y'all. Us. That movie was crazy. We actually went and all saw it together. Now that I think about it.
We did.
Look at him. Look at him. Full circle. But we're here to talk about that crazy movie that recently just came out, which is actually #1 right about now in theaters. Everyone knows by now, but the movie Us, written and directed by Jordan Peele. And yeah, there's a lot of going on with that movie. It's mixed thoughts and reviews about it. And we actually went to go see it together. So full circle right here, full circle. Why y'all both? Oh my goodness. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about our reactions and feelings about the movie, and then we actually found an ending explanation video. So we're gonna try our best without spilling, but whatever, you should then go see it by now.
I'm telling details.
So whatever. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that, so let's get into it. What did you think about the movie? I thought that Jordan Peele wanted us to talk about this movie the way we are talking about it now. I've never heard a movie talked about so much as much as this movie. Oh. And I feel like besides all the meanings that he may have, I really think he wanted us to do this, which is talk about it and do all this, a YouTube video. Make Facebook statuses and chats and go to bars and talk about it, go to people's houses and talk about it. You know, goes to a movie twice like I did, talk about it. I think this is what he wanted.
Did you order $5 Tuesday?
I didn't do a $5 Tuesday.
Oh, you was committed.
Yes. I guess I was.
I had so many people like, I'm going on $5 Tuesday.
No, I did not do a $5 Tuesday. Nope, I went on a
It's okay. We do one the Tuesday.
It was not a Tuesday. I think it was a Sunday.
Okay.
Yes.
What you thought about it, madame?
Well, I'm really trying to still gather my thoughts about it.
Right.
I would say, well, I've seen it like a couple of times. So I feel like, I don't know, the ending is so confusing to me. I have so many questions about the ending. I feel like in the movie it was very well, everything was just put together, all the suspenseful situations.
He needs some milk. All right, so it's the moment we all been waiting for, an actual explanation of the ending. Would you do us the honors and press play? Ooh. No, you good.
Peele has created another horror masterpiece with Us, the terrifying follow-up to Get Out. This time, our protagonists are the Wilsons, a family of 4 who are attacked by their deranged doppelgangers. Soon, we find out that the attackers are part of a whole army of lookalikes, who refer to themselves as the Tethered. Much like Get Out, this nightmare has a dizzying ending that will leave you weighing different theories in your head long after you leave the theater. Let's take a look at those last couple of scenes and unpack all of the hidden meanings and social commentary within
Oh,
them.
snaps. Here we go, y'all.
Spoiler alert.
The film's final act begins with Adelaide Wilson on the search for her lookalike, Red, who has disappeared with the Wilson
I
son.
never knew her name.
I was about to say, she had a name?
I thought she was the shadow.
Years, which we've seen in partial flashbacks throughout the film. Adelaide wandered into this funhouse when she was at the boardwalk as a kid, following a sign that read, "Find yourself." There, she encountered her double for the first time, and she was never quite the same
Oh,
afterwards. Now she's finally returning to the site of this traumatic experience. This time, Adelaide goes deeper into the funhouse. An escalator then leads her further down the
The
rabbit
biggest funhouse
hole into
ever.
a strange hole
Right.
that's filled with more bunnies. They're the same rabbits we saw in the opening credits, but now
Ah,
they've been let out of their
it sure
cages.
was.
And so have the Tethered. The movie's opening titles told us that there are thousands of miles of tunnels running underneath the U.S. This presumably is one of those tunnels, where the Tethered have lived underground all their lives. The climax of the film arrives when Adelaide finds Red and the two finally face off. The violence is intercut with flashbacks to both women as young ballerinas, one performing above ground and the other dancing down below. Finally, Adelaide gets the upper hand in their struggle. As she's in the midst of killing her double, we hear a lot of guttural sounds, the kind of sounds that the Tethered use to communicate. These low, straining noises evoke a dark sewage or underground, like the space that the Tethered inhabit. But at this point, we're not sure whether those noises are coming from Adelaide or Red. It seems like Adelaide is adopting some of the characteristics of the Tethered. Red, in her last moments, begins whistling Itsy Bitsy Spider. The eerie melody brings us back yet again to that childhood scene inside the funhouse. When young Adelaide whistled that tune, and heard her double whistle it back at her. This time, though, we're shown that flashback in its entirety, and now we know what really happened that night. Red had attacked Adelaide, dragged her underground, and handcuffed her to a bed, so that she could then take Adelaide's place in the real world.
Right.
That's why at the time, Adelaide's parents initially didn't recognize this disturbed, mute version of their daughter. No wonder fake Adelaide was terrified to return to that beach as an adult.
When did they switch
She
again?
knew the entrance to the portal was there,
I told you.
and she didn't want to ever go back. There were other signs too, like when fake Adelaide wasn't quite snapping on beat.
That is true. I was like, she not on beat either. Like,
Oh, man.
no, like she had him going like this, and she was doing the
Right, she
same
was-
thing.
She was snapping to something else too.
It also explains why the first thing the real Adelaide did to her longtime imposter was handcuff her. Fake Adelaide remains handcuffed for the rest of the movie, until their final confrontation when she manages to break free. This can only happen when she's finally slain the real Adelaide, at the same bed where she first put her in cuffs. It makes sense then that the real Adelaide was the only member of the Tethered who could speak. We can see why they
That
chose
makes
her.
sense. Okay.
She strongly strive for revolution because she was determined to take back her life. The Tethered's revolt is foreshadowed by the references to Jeremiah 11:11 throughout the film. This Old Testament verse describes God's revenge on covenant breakers.
Hallelujah.
I will bring on them a disaster they cannot escape,
Oh.
for I will not hear them in the time that they cry out to me. The tethered have never had their voices heard by those above ground. Perhaps that's why, when they finally get their revenge, they attack the throats of their targets, right around the voice box. In the flashback, we also see the two identical girls switch t-shirts. Red puts on Adelaide's Thriller tee, which is one of a few Michael Jackson references in the film. Another is the single glove worn by each member of the tethered. Peele said these Easter eggs were very much deliberate, as he considered MJ the patron saint of duality, which is one of the major themes addressed in Us. The shirt that Red gave Adelaide looked something like this. It read Hands Across America, another very 80s reference. Hands Across America was a charity benefit held in 1986, the year that the Adelaide Red switch is supposed to take place. The event called on 6.5 million people to hold hands in a human chain stretching across the U.S. It lasted for 15 minutes, which is exactly how long it took for Red to switch places with Adelaide. At the beginning of the film, we saw young Adelaide captivated by a Hands Across America promo. Peele had stumbled upon this commercial on YouTube, and he found it cheerful yet disturbing. In other words, the perfect beginning to a horror movie. The whole PR campaign for Hands Across America had the optimistic veneer of the Reaganite era, despite the fact that America was in the midst of the Cold War at the time. This paradox made it a great vehicle for the themes of duality and performance that Us sought to address. Peele said, I wasn't even in touch with some of the deeper meanings of what this movie is about until I stumbled upon a Hands Across America commercial for MTV. The tone of this commercial just had that sort of 80s, everything's great quality. It took me down this path to imagine what the evil doppelganger version of what Hands Across America would be. Over the years Adelaide spent planning the tethered uprising, she looked to her Hands Across America t-shirt for inspiration. You can see the influence of the event on their ultimate demonstration, in which they linked hands to form an ever-growing human chain. In the end, fake Adelaide wins. She departs with the rest of the Wilsons in the only car available, which is an ambulance. Earlier in the movie, Jason lodged his toy ambulance in the closet door to provide an easy escape, which we now see was a little coin of foreshadowing. After it's all over, Jason looks strangely at fake Adelaide, as if he recognizes something somewhat off about her.
Right.
They shared a similar moment earlier, when Jason walked in on Adelaide stabbing a member of the tethered with scissors, a sight that visibly alarmed him. But for now, the family just keeps driving. Out of the windows, we see the tethered forming their human chain, which stretches over hills. It seems they're more united than their more privileged counterparts. The scene is portrayed in an almost sentimental light, to the tune of the early 70s flower power song Les Fleurs. This adds to the moral ambiguity of the invaders. Peele doesn't want us to demonize them or to point fingers. It's worth noting that the actual chain formed during Hands Across America had plenty of gaps, just as there are plenty of gaps in privilege and opportunity in the U.S.
Can I see your license, please?
He wasn't driving.
I didn't ask who was driving. I asked to see his ID.
In Us, the people who are on the losing side of
when
those
he
gaps
dipped off,
determine
man.
what is right from theirs.
That was too funny.
Literally.
Oh,
Deprived of
over it.
sunlight and forced to eat rabbits for sustenance, while their counterparts above them enjoy nice meals and material comforts.
Hey, I think it's vodka.
The shadowy existence of the tethered is reflected in some of their names. Jason's double is called Pluto, who's the god of the underworld in Roman mythology. Interestingly enough, the planet Pluto got its name because it's so far from the sun that it exists in perpetual darkness. It makes sense then that, as an inhabitant of the underground, Pluto is obsessed with fire and the bright light it provides. He's such a pyromaniac that he seems to have burned much of his face in a past incident, and ultimately dies by self-immolation. Meanwhile, the sister Zora's double is called Umbri, the plural form of umbrella.
Dude, they really
which means
had
the darkest
names.
part of the shadow during
I
the
knew
total
that
phase of an eclipse.
the kids had
Adelaide described
names, but I didn't know
herself
that her
as
name
the shadow
was
self
called
or
Red.
imposter. The tethered have long been relegated to the darkness and rendered invisible, and for the people above them, it's most comfortable that way. The horror of Us is that the people at the bottom are rising above to settle the scores. It's a very American nightmare, which explains the double-edged meaning of its title. It's us, but also US.
Dang.
The people above ground don't view the tethered within either of those constructs.
Yeah.
Not us, but them. Alien trespassers.
About to get crazy.
Though they've been there all along. You might notice that Us and Get Out both begin and end with a car ride. But that's
Peele,
the only
Jordan.
similarity between the two movies. Both films examine the complacency and disconnect that results from privilege.
Whether that's racial privilege or the privilege that comes with social class and citizenship status. Peele uses social horror to shine a glaring light on all of the sunken places in American society. In that way, Us and Get Out are part of the same universe. And we can't wait to see the next nightmare Peele has in store for us.
Pretty extensive ending explanation. What y'all think about it?
It gave me a lot of insight because I'm gonna be honest, I was confused. I thought that the real one won, but that was the fake one. So I learned something.
So I told you I had to go see it twice. I can't wait for it to come out on DVD so I can get it in my hands, so I can see it again. I actually have a free movie pass. I think I'm gonna go see it again. Yes, I am. Because I love movies and I need to see them over and over and over and over again to really understand everything that's there. But I had a feeling that, the first time I seen it, I just did not know what the hell was going on. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need to see this again. I'm so confused. And then the second time I seen it, when she whistled at the end, I was just like, okay, so that is the girl that went down there in that cellar or whatever in the first place. Also, when she opened that door, that door you got to push open, that's a hidden door. Not just anyone knows about that door. And so when she opened that door, I'm like, now how the hell did you know about that door? Because, nothing showed us in the beginning that she knew about that door. You would have had to live there. You would have had to have been there to live there to know about that door. And she went all the way down there. How the hell did you know about all of that? And I'm just like, your fake ass.
See, I had looked at it like she was following her down.
When her son was looking at her crazy. Now, the first time I seen it, I'm just like, okay, he knows something. Because he looking at her like, what is wrong with you? You know, when she killed the second twin, and she got up from that glass table. When she killed that second one, he looked at her like something was wrong. Like he knew something.
He like that was an overkill mother. Gee, like man.
Right, and then she, she looked at him like, what?
Man, there was so many signs I missed.
I know. Like if I would have watched it again, I would have known this. It's just little parts. It's little parts.
I should have known when she was like.
I knew she was off beat. I'm like, I was looking.
Yeah,
why
she off beat too.
Why are you teaching him that?
Why you teach your son to go off beat?
Yeah, he was definitely off beat.
She was definitely. I guess she wanted him to be free.
Yeah, okay, free.
So I'm my head, man. So
I want to watch it again.
She choked her
after watching this.
And switch places with her. Yes. And then that's why she was avoiding all of that because she didn't want to take no chance.
No chance of a run-in.
Right. She was like, I don't know if I was going too far, but I want to know who unchained the little girl in the first place then. Like, who unchained her?
Probably her parents.
No, it wasn't her parents that unchained her. No. It would have had been somebody down there. I want to know who did that. Like, who uncuffed her?
Man, I still got a couple questions.